I want to start off by asking you guys a question, and that is, are you truly healing or are you just getting better at pretending? That's what tonight's live is going to be about, guys. I've experienced hiding how I was feeling in life. No matter how much pain I carried, I developed this skill to always smile regardless of what I'm going through. I developed the skill to hold it in and never cry, baby. And God gave us tears with purpose. I strongly believe that tears are needed to wash our soul. You understand? So I use my tears now. I don't run from them. I was also very skillful at finding other things to do in order to hide that pain. I've ran across a lot of people who I find to have that skill as well. But although you hear me calling that a skill, I also want to let you know that that could be dangerous because when you hide your pain, you live, you survive, but it can prevent you from living. You know, there's a difference between being alive and living. That's why it's important that we understand the pain that we mask. We have to be able to acknowledge that pain. And we're going to talk about that tonight on this live. And welcome everybody and thank you for joining. We're talking about pain that we mask, that we hide, that we pretend doesn't exist. So, yes, we're going to be talking about acknowledging that pain, naming that pain, because baby Coach Gwendolyn always says, you can't heal, but you can't name, baby. And then I wanted to talk to you about feeling that pain because it's okay to feel that pain. Hello, Gwendolyn. Hello, Andre. Hello, here, Latia. Thank you guys for joining. If you're holding on to pain, and we hold on to pain because of different situations, tonight I'm going to give y'all an opportunity. Matter of fact, let's take that opportunity right now. Let's really get this started. I want you to name a pain that you've held on to, or maybe you're holding on to it. Because a lot of times we don't want to mention that pain because we think we are alone in that painful situation. But baby, you're not alone. If you've been listening to me at the beginning of this live, you would have heard me say that I hold on to pain. And if I hold on to pain or held on to pain, that means I've experienced pain. I've experienced the pain when I lost my mother. Baby, my mother was my heart. She was my ace boom coon, my everything. She was T. My mother was somebody that I'll never forget, and that pain was something that I held on to. And when people would ask me how I was doing, I would honestly smile and say, oh, I'm doing fine, I'm making it. But I wasn't. I went through a divorce, so I want to know what you're holding on to, what you went through. Hello. Guys, I'm back. I hope I haven't lost anyone. That live went up, but baby, you know what? That's how the devil works, but it can't stop us today because, baby, we're talking about healing. We're talking about letting it go. We're talking about taking that mask off and stop pretending. And I lost you guys for a moment because I'm never lost for real, baby. I'll always be here for you. Um, I was telling you some of the pain that I went through and that I go through, and that was my mother. I went through a divorce. What is your pain? What are you holding on to? What have you went through? Let people know because one way to weaken that pain and take the strength from it and take that strength back is to name what you've been through. Can you name that for me today? Can you name it? Can you say, I failed school? Can you say, I failed at my diet and it hurt? Can you say I lost the love of my life? Can you say, I lost a person such as my parent, father, mother, sibling? I mean, name it. It's okay. I'm here with you today, baby. I'm here for you. So we're going to take that first step today if you're ready. And if you're not ready, guess what? It's okay because when we heal, it comes in different stages. We are not all on the same page at the same time. Some people have not even acknowledged that they are broken or they need healing. While some people can say, I am currently healing. And some people can say, I'm healed. So I'm not pushing you, baby. Meet yourself where you are. But if you're capable today to share what you've been holding on to or what has hurt you, share it with someone. Because this is where we grow. This is where we heal. This is where we become the best versions of ourselves. So we're going to get into this right now. I've taken some amazing notes, honey. And these notes didn't just come from out of the air. They came from my heart. They came from the fact that I've been through things. They came from the fact that I am a transformational coach. Yes, guys, I am transformational coach Gwendolyn Shores. For those of you who are not aware, I am the author of the self-help book, Get Beat to Get Better, that you can get on Amazon. That's right, baby. Get yours today because if you're going through something and you have not found the solution yet, I guarantee you with all my heart that this book will see you through that. Test it out. Let me know. A lot of you have already gotten this book, and I am so happy for you. For those of you who haven't, get yours today, guys. So let me continue to tell you who I am before I get to this lesson with you. I am an award-winning inspirational speaker. I'm not a run-of-the-mill baby. I'm the real deal. I am the founder and the CEO of Minds Above Matters. And I want to let you all know, go ahead and peruse through my website at Minds Above Matters. Don't forget that S on the end, honey. That's MindsAboveMatters. Go through there. There's a blog. There's podcast. Yes, I am a podcast host. I am the host of the soon to be #1 podcast. Win with Gwen. Run there and support me, honey. I'm new with that, but I ain't new with that. You understand me what I'm saying, baby? Check that out. I guarantee you there's some stuff that'll help you grow, to help you heal, to help you become. Because I ain't playing, baby. We gonna self-love. We gonna heal. We're going to become the version of ourselves that we never could imagine we could be. And we're gonna take this one day at a time. Like Tina would say, we're gonna take it nice and slow. Because that's the way to go. We're not going to rush this thing. So, yes, I am your transformational coach, Gwendolyn Shores, author of the book, Get Beat to Get Better, CEO and founder of Minds Above Matters. And I'm here for you today. So, let's get started, guys. Okay, we have some people that have responded, and I want to get to some of that before we do this lesson here. So, we have Braveheart, who said that part got you, and he's sad in a car accident. And I'm gonna tell you, when I was my early 20s, I had 3 children by then. Beautiful. I had 3 beautiful children, and guys, y'all bear with me because it's storming here in Alabama. But baby, ain't no storm gonna keep me from you. Every time it hits, I'm clicking right back in. I'm coming back. Don't leave me. Stay with me because I'm gonna stay with you, okay? That storm can't stop us, baby. You know they say when the storm comes, you got to protect yourself. And baby, I prayed before I came here. So we protected. Let's keep going. Yeah, I was in an accident, and when I looked in the back seat of the car, my 1-year-old son had blood pouring all over him, and I thought he was, you know what I thought. And after that accident, every time I got in the car, I felt like, or it appeared the cars were flying at me. And I guess that's called PTSD. And I had to work through that. Now, I wasn't injured. But even when we're injured, we have to work through that because God has given us another day. And He don't just give us another day, baby. He gives us that because we have purpose. And purpose doesn't mean sitting in a wheelchair and not living your purpose. Purpose doesn't mean that you don't find a way out of no way. You find a way, baby. You don't let nothing stop you when God gives you another day to breathe. So I want you to know that I don't know what you're going through, Braveheart, and what you've been through, but believe me, you're still standing, and that means God's got something special for you. And we ain't met by accident, baby. God puts his best people in front of each other because we're there to give each other what the other person needs. This is a system down here on this planet. I ain't just here for me, baby. I'm here to love me 100% so I can give you what you need. And to love myself 100%, that means that I've got some healing to do. We got work to do, baby. Thank you for sharing that. And here, Latia says she lost her mom and her brother. And I want to tell you here, Latia, that is not a real loss because God has created dreams and you can see them in your dreams sometimes. Have you ever seen them in your dream, baby? Dreams are powerful. Sometimes you get lost between reality and a dream because that's how special God is. That's how much he loves us. And then, not to mention that when you look in the mirror, you may have your mother's eyes, you may have your mother's nose, you may be a complete duplicate of her face, baby. She ain't never gone. She's in your DNA, she's in your heart, she's in your spirit, baby. So look in the mirror sometime and say, hello, mom. Hello, brother. I see you. I remember you. And I'm going to reminisce on the good parts of you. That's how you handle that, baby. They ain't lost. They're just in a different form. Believe that, sweetheart. So, because some of y'all aren't healed, you're just highly functionable. That's what some of us are going through right now. We function high. We pretend. We don't cry anymore. And not because it doesn't hurt, but because we've learned how we should cry. How we should act in front of people. And we've decided that crying is not something we would share with people, baby. I don't care where you are. And I don't care who don't understand. When you feel the need to cry, you let it out. And maybe sometimes you have to walk away in private. I get it. But every crying moment doesn't deserve privacy. Because sometimes the people who are around you are the people you need to put you back together in a sense to help you get there. Because they can't put you back together. You got to do this. Let me make sure my words are correct. But what they can do is help guide you, hold you, love you, and encourage you. So that's what I'm talking about. So yeah, we're good at hiding, but what does hiding look like? What does it look like when you hide that pain? It looks like when you say, I'm fine. Somebody asks you how you doing, and you say, I'm fine. But let me tell you the danger of saying I'm fine. You ready for this? When you say you're fine enough, people believe you. And then they can't help guide you or help you. When you say you're fine to the point where you said it so many times, you start to believe it. Which allows you to not, which allows you to not fix that pain. So you can't say I'm all right all the time and forget the fact that that pain really exists. Because if you hide it, you'll never fix it. Another thing we do is we stay so busy. So we don't have to think about it. But let me tell you what happens, baby. Busy can't go on forever. Let me say that again. Busy can't go on forever. Eventually, you have to sit quiet with yourself. And when you do, baby, that pain's going to still be there. You can't run from it, honey. You can't hide from it. You can't lie it away or think it away. It's there. And that's what we're doing today. We're trying to take care of that. Thank you guys for hitting that thumb up. Thanks for sharing those hearts with me. And you know, I always say if I could, I would send them back. And this is my best way of sending you guys love. And I want you to know that I just love, 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 love you. Oh my gosh, I love you guys so much. If nobody's told you that today, including yourself, and I want y'all to start doing that every single day. Set your timer on your phone just to remind you to say, I love me. I was talking to a friend of mine, and she's got something very special going on when it comes to reminding her and many others that they should love themselves. And I want to tell her this, kudos, you're doing a good job. Love and God is guiding you. And you know that's what God is. He's love. She's love. Agape, baby. Good looking out for the world with your new invention. So yeah, some of us, we joke about it, baby. I heard that comedians joke about their pain, but they don't just joke about their pain. They do something different. They talk about it, they share it. It's a funny testimonial. How brilliant is that? And that's why we love comedians, because comedians keep it real. They don't wear that mask. Isn't that talented? Isn't that purposeful? Isn't that a gift from God to be able to express their pain, share their testimony, and at the same time make you smile? Mm-hmm. I love comedians. Yes, guys, welcome to this live. And we are wild tonight. We're going through it, honey. We're going through the process of understanding how to get through the pain. And not everybody doing that. But look at you joining this positive live. We ain't talking about body counts tonight. We're not talking about can a man be in a relationship while he's still finding himself or his pocket is low. We're not talking about any of that stuff, baby. We're talking about love. We're talking about healing. We're talking about Mr. and Mrs. Wonderful. We're talking about you. And that makes me happy inside. So thanks for being here. Not just for me, but for you. So, yeah, some of us, we hide that hurt by refusing to talk about what happened. Baby, talking about is naming it, and naming it is being able to handle it. We jump into other relationships, and the danger in jumping into another relationship before you deal with what hurt you is that you bring that person in. And sometimes that person experiences a pain from you so deep that they become toxic when they weren't even toxic when they first got into your relationship. And if they don't heal what you brought into their hearts and minds and life and environment, they're going to take it to somebody else. And see, now we have a trifecta. We have everybody being affected by what you didn't heal. And that's how important it is that you heal you before you move into the next relationship. Okay? Take some time to get to know you, to get to heal you, so that you'll be a better you for the next relationship. Don't be afraid of being alone, honey. Well, the real fear is being with someone while you carry that brokenness. That's what you should be afraid of, if you're going to be afraid. And then you need to fear it and heal it anyway. When I tell you to be afraid, I don't mean for you to live in that fear. I'm telling you, don't bring someone else into that pain. Fear it and heal it. Did you understand that? I know you did. Hey, Hollister. Hollister, thank you for joining. Guys, it is storming, but like I said, that storm won't stop me because every time this internet acts up, I'm coming back in because I prayed over this tonight before I got here. So don't worry. When it ends, you wait right there because you can't stop what God has for you tonight. I mean that. Yes. Okay, let's keep going, guys. So another way that we hide that pain is we become emotional unavailable. And that's not good either. Okay? Because when you become emotional unavailable, you push people out your life. You push people out your life that honestly truly love you. And people that you honestly truly love. And then you can become so lonely that you've added another layer on top of that pain. So don't become unemotional available. And if you've done that, pick up that phone and face that person. Say, I was going through something. I'm still going through it. I love you. Could you be patient with me? And you'd be surprised what those words would do for you. It'll allow you the grace, the patience, and the time you need to heal without losing the ones you love, okay? Another thing we do to hide the hurt is we say, I don't need nobody. I'm okay. I got this. I don't need nobody, baby. We all need somebody. I was telling you a minute ago how we're all connected in this world. We all need each other. I can't make it in this world without the person who plants my food. I can't make it in this world without the person who sterilizes the water I drink. I can't make it in this world without the people I love. We all do something that supports the other person. So sometimes that support means having an ear to listen to us, having some arms to wrap around us and hold us and tell us, We're going to be okay. So although you're on the other side of this phone here, I want you to imagine that my arms are literally wrapping around you at this moment. And this is what I have to say to you. Sweetheart, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. I know what you're going through. And some of y'all I don't know. But without a doubt in my mind and in my heart and in my spirit, I know y'all gonna make me cry tonight. It's been a while. I was just talking about tears and saying, you don't have to be strong. And if you want to cry, no matter where you are, you show your emotions, sweetheart. And these tears ain't pain. These are tears that my father just gave to me for you. These are happy tears because I know somebody's listening on this other line and they're worried. They don't know how they're going to make it. But baby, I'm here to tell you today, you got this. You got this. You hear me? You got this. And you hold on to everything and everybody that you need as your support system. And don't you be afraid to drop to them knees and talk to the God within you. You don't be afraid to meditate. You're going to be all right. And if you need a little extra help, I just told y'all this. This might be a time for you to get this book, Get Beat to Get Better, because this is an acronym I've been through some stuff. Baby, life has tried to beat me, but it didn't. And I need you to read this story so you can understand how to get through some of that stuff you're going through right now. Now, I'm going to try to fix my... Matter of fact, I'm not fixing my face. I was talking about that mask. These tears, they're going to dry up on their own tonight. And we're going to keep going, so let's go. So, yes, the next thing I want to was talk about is turn that pain into anger, baby. You can't turn that pain into anger. When you turn that pain into anger, all you do is, yeah, baby, you cannot turn that pain into anger, because when you turn that pain into anger, you run people away that love you. The same people you're going to need as your support team. The same. Let's see. Hush can feel your energy. Thanks. And you got this too. Thank you so much. Thank you. I needed that too. Thank you. So yeah, sometimes strength isn't healing. Sometimes strength is just the armor you learn to wear. Yes, strength sounds like a good thing because society is always rewarding us, the strong ones. But baby, they weren't always the strong one. They had to be the broken one first. And the broken one is the one who should get acknowledgement as well. Okay? Because the broken one means they survived, they're still standing, and now they're going to be healing. The fact that you are still standing after being broken is one of the biggest accomplishments that you have ever had. So if somebody asks you, what have you done in your life? You tell them, I was broken or I am broken, and I'm still standing. You let them know that, honey. You let them know that. And if you know somebody that's going through something, you make sure you share this live with them, okay? Make sure you share this live. It's going to be posted. I'm going to keep it up. So whoever needs to see it or hear it, you get this to them. Now, what does healing actually look like? A lot of people hear, oh, you need to heal, you need to heal. But baby, one thing I'm not going to do is tell you that you need to heal, and I tell you what healing looks like. So let's get into that. You can remember it without reliving it. That's healing. I'm not telling you don't remember. You can remember it, but don't keep living it. Don't keep putting yourselves in the same situation. You put up boundaries against the people who caused you your hurt. Does that make sense? Healthy boundaries are everything. You can talk about it without becoming the person you were when it happened. You ever had something happen to you, and every time you open your mouth, you start hurting people around you with harsh words? You start saying negative things about yourself because you've been through that, and now you blame yourself. And baby, be kind to the people around you, self included, okay? Thank you guys for them hearts. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to hit that thumb and share this video. Share this live with somebody who needs to come in ASAP, honey. Because I know y'all know somebody that's going through something right now. Share it with them. They're sitting around and they're needing this right now. They're needing this right now. Get them in this room. Get them in this live. Hit that share. What you waiting on? Take care of that. Uh, You can forgive without giving someone unlimited access to you. You can forgive them, but again, I just said put up that boundary. Put up that boundary. Maybe you don't need to call that person as much as you used to. Maybe you don't need to visit that person as much as you used to. Maybe you need to put some space there. Maybe you don't need to be around that person when that person is drinking. I have a family member, and oh my gosh, I won't call her name, but ooh, she's something else when she drinks. She's the type of person that's a mean drunk. She's the type of person that hits you in your head with a bottle and slap you in your face or spit on you. Yeah, I can't make this up. And with the fact that I tell you I can't make this up, that comes with the fact of knowing I put up boundaries. When she drinks, baby, I leave. Oh, you ain't gonna see me around her. I protect myself. And that's what I'm telling you, okay? Protect yourself. Another thing is, you can love someone and still understand that they aren't healthy for you. Like I just spoke about my family member. Yes, I love that family member who gets drunk and acts a fool. I love her. So, yeah, you can love somebody that hurts you too, honey. And here's the big one: healing doesn't mean what happened was okay. Healing means that what happened doesn't get to keep controlling who you become. You still have that power, baby, to become whoever you want to be. Don't let nobody control that, okay? Sometimes I think my computer is a touch screen. Oh my God. And I keep finding myself touching my screen and trying to scroll up. And when it doesn't, I go, it's frozen. Oh my gosh, it's frozen. And it ain't the computer that's frozen. It's my mind that's frozen or the memory of my cell phone. I'm gonna have to get me a touchscreen computer because if not, I just gonna have to keep laughing at myself. Hey Hunter, how are you doing? Thank you for joining me. So let me get back to my fake touchscreen. I can't make this stuff up, guys. Sometimes I tell me, I say, me, you funny, and I love being me. So let's get back to this. So you can admit that something hurt you um, without feeling shame. And guys, tonight I want you to stop looking at everybody else and look at yourself. I want you to look at yourself right now. I want you to do a reflection, okay? You don't literally have to look in the mirror, but I want you to look into your mind's eye. You with me? Look into your mind's eye, but look at yourself, okay? And I want you to understand that there's something that hurt you. And I want you to be able to name that. Maybe it was a breakup, or maybe it is a breakup. You know, we're talking about past and present. And for the person on here who has never been hurt any ever, kudos to you, baby. I would like for you to share that with us too. I've not met a person yet that hasn't been hurt by something or someone. So you sure would be something rare. So I'm not talking to that rare person, but if you're in this space, please share this with somebody who's not as rare as you. So maybe You were hurt because there was a parent that never apologized to you. But let me tell you something about these parents who don't apologize for the way they raised us or what they did to us. Their apology is not needed. Mm-mm. You don't need that apology. I just want to tell you that that's a whole nother segment or a whole nother live. But baby, stop waiting on somebody to give you the okay to heal. My father did a lot of things when I was a kid, and there was a point where I wanted him to say he loved me and to apologize. But my father passed away in a house fire. He will never be able to tell me that on this green earth. So I had to learn that forgiveness has nothing to do with him, and I had to forgive him and me. And when I forgave my father, you should have seen the beautiful things that I recognized that he had given me. I was blocking out all the things that he gave me that were good because I was holding to all the things that were bad. Baby, life is a yin and a yang. There's a positive and negative to everything. I guarantee you, and the odds are that the person who hurt you gave you something if they didn't do anything but give you the ability to have a testimony to help people heal. You couldn't do that had they not did what they did. And I'm not saying what they did was all right. I'm just saying, baby, when life gives us a lemon, we make lemonade. And sometimes we put a little shot in it. But nonetheless, baby, we make lemonade. So yeah, maybe it's that you're holding on to the pain or what hurt you, that the child who doesn't call. Maybe you're a parent and your child just got up in age, and after all the struggle and everything you did to make that child live the you helped that person, that child become the great person they are today. Now they can't even pick up the phone to call you, and I know that hurts. If I name your hurt or your pain, type it in the comments. Maybe your hurt was the friendship that ended. You don't even understand why that person just walked out your life. Your best friend from high school. Your ace spoon coon, that person who knows all your dirty secrets. That person who really knows your heart. But they are gone, and that could hurt. All kidding aside. The betrayal you never expected. Oh, baby, some people can betray us in a manner in which it hurts and cuts deep. Maybe it's the marriage that didn't become what you thought it would be. You're going to have to let that go and heal too, baby. And be patient with yourself. Give yourself time. Because healing takes time and it takes patience. But that too you shall get through. Look how strong you've been in the past. Baby, you're still standing from the last thing that happened to you. Because God has purpose for you. There's so many people you've got to touch, so many people you've got to love, so many people in this world that God is going to connect you to and has already connected you to because you are an angel. And in order to do that work, you got to heal, honey. Don't hold on to that pain. Let it go. Maybe it's the opportunity you lost. But baby, let me tell you, when one opportunity walks out the door, you wait patiently and another one will come. And sometimes what we think we're supposed to have in life ain't the thing we're supposed to have in life. Sometimes God takes that thing that you think you want and not allow you to have it because it's going to interrupt the thing you're supposed to be doing. So stop questioning the loss and prepare for the next step. Okay? When one door closes, baby, you best believe another one is waiting to open. But you got to do the work. You've got to be willing to get up, get out, and get something. You can't sit there and just pray it away. You got to pray with action. Did you hear that? You have to be willing to get up and go for what you want. Or maybe the pain that you're holding on to is the person you became after being hurt. Are you seeing yourself as somebody you never thought you would be and somebody you don't even want to be, and that's hurting you? And that's okay, baby, because you can heal from that too. Okay, we're going to have a little fun because some of y'all deserve an Oscar. Hey, Hunter. Hey, Hunter. Hi. Are you still with me, Hunter? Yes, some of us deserve an Oscar. The I'm a Fine award at that. And the I'm Fine award goes to. Let's see. Andre said betrayal, caring, and loyal to someone I loved. It hurts. Oh, guys, by the way, I am coming out with Coach Gwen's coaching app. I have been doing a lot of work on this app, and it's taken my personality, my answers, everything about me, and combined it into an app that literally is going to speak back to you and give you the help you need. It's going to be very, very reasonable at price. You're going to be able to get coaching without a contract, right in your hands, right in your fingertips, and that should launch within the next week. You can actually go to my website 7 days from now and you'll be able to tap into that app. So go to Minds Above Matters. Here, Letia, could you put that website in the comments for anybody who needs it? And that's mindsabovematters.com. Let me spell it for you guys. I'm going to take it nice and slow like Tina. Mindsabovematters. So that's Minds Above Matters. Go there in 7 days and you'll see Coach Gwen's coaching app. Okay, let's get back started about this award, the I'm Fine award. So what I want to know is who is the best at saying I'm fine when you know good and well you're not fine. Type me in the comments if that's you, if you think that you should get the award for I am fine. Now, I'm going to pretend I'm typing it in there, baby, because I think that award can go to me sometimes. I'm the queen of saying I'm fine. I remember when I had shingles. Oh my God. If you've ever had shingles, you understand where I'm coming from. And my family would ask me, am I okay? And I would go, I'm fine. They say, you need something? I go, no, I'm fine. And I didn't know that when I really spoke up and told them I wasn't fine, how hard they went to try and get me help. And if any of my family members who are listening right now, thank you for that. Thank you for not believing me when I said I was fine. Because you guys really stood by my side and helped me. Y'all were so patient and amazing. And see, when you say you're fine and people believe it, you can't get the help that I ended up getting because my family knew better. And eventually I did too, and I told them I wasn't. But ain't no fun wearing that mask, honey. So don't lie tonight. This is a safe room. This is a safe space, okay? We've already made this a safe place from day one. We understand we don't attack people when they come in here and say something harmful or harsh to us because we know the hurt people hurt people. And this is an area where we help guide individuals into helping themselves to heal. And we can't see if you hurt sometimes unless you open your mouth and say things bad. So we don't attack. This is a safe space. So there you go. So here we go. These are the awards that's going out tonight, by the way. The award of I'm fine, the fake smile. And if you hear yours and it's one of them that you do all the time. So we have the award for the I'm fine, for the fake smile, for the I don't care. Who has the I don't care award? Who gets that one tonight? The best disappearing act. Who goes ghost when they're hurt by anything? They just disappear. You can't get them on the phone. You can't ring their doorbell because they're not picking up. They don't come visit no one. They just go shut down. They go ghost. Who gets that award tonight? And the last award is I don't need nobody award. I've never used that one, believe it or not. Well, yes, I have. Yes, I have. Because when I had shingles, I thought I didn't need anybody. And baby, let me tell you, I needed God. I needed my friends. I needed my family. Baby, I needed advice from some strangers. I found myself scrolling on social media looking for answers. hmm I'm going to give you some words. If one of these describe where you are hurting, Don't tell me your whole story. Just drop the word in the comment, baby, because we're trying to find out what's hurting you. We're trying to name that tonight. That's why I'm going through all this, because you can't heal what you can't name. So listen to this list. Love. Is that what hurt you? Family. Money. Betrayal. Type it in them comments. We getting it out tonight. We naming it. Because once you name it tonight, you're going to leave this life and you're going to go work on that. Grief. Self-worth. That's one of them, believe it or not. Loneliness. Forgiveness. Fear. Disappointment. And if you're holding back and you're not speaking about it tonight, look in them comments because I want you to see that you're not alone. You're not alone, baby. What you're going through, others are going through. Just a lot of people don't want to admit it. And the ones who don't want to admit it sometimes are the ones who act like they're all high and mighty and don't go through nothing and make you feel like you're a unicorn in this thing called pain. But you're not. And I want you to know that. Believe me, you're not alone. And the more you're allowing yourself to speak your pain, the stronger you'll become, and you'll eventually heal. And you'll eventually help someone else heal. That's how powerful speaking and acknowledging and feeling what you've been through is. So look at the comment section so you can see that you're not alone. You're not the only one struggling with this baby. You're human. Don't let one person's behavior become the prison where everybody else has to serve time, okay? Don't do that. Don't bleed on the people who didn't cut you, okay? And I want y'all to repeat that. Stop bleeding on the person who didn't cut you. They don't deserve that. Thanks for those hearts, guys. I love you guys. Thank y'all so much. Don't forget to hit that like for me and share this video. Let's talk about forgiveness. You can forgive someone and still have boundaries. Did you know that? You can release resentment without reopening that door. You can wish someone well from a distance. And sometimes forgiveness isn't for the person who hurt you. It's you deciding you are tired of carrying them around inside of you. Baby, that's something hard and heavy to carry. Let it go. Let it go, baby, and stop being alive instead of living. Stop surviving and start healing. What are you ready to release? If you could release one thing tonight, what would it be? If you could release one thing tonight, what would that be? And if you don't want to type it in the comments, at least tell it to yourself, baby. What is that thing you want to release? A while back for me, it was physical abuse. A while back for me, it was mental abuse. A while back for me, it was emotional abuse. A while back for me, it was loneliness. A while back for me, it was abandonment. See, this list could keep going on because I'm a work in progress and I've come a long way, baby. And that's why I'm telling you, from being locked in basements to having my father beat me like it was a sport. You understand? I talk about that in this book, Get Beat to Get Better. And I don't just talk about it, baby, because I'm nobody's victim. I talk about the victory and the glory to be the woman that I am today. Get your copy on Amazon. You will not be disappointed. One moment when you looked okay on the outside, but were hurting on the inside. I want to know about that moment. And if you're not ready to share that, speak to yourself about it. Because what's more important than us hearing it, if you're not ready, is that you acknowledge it, that you feel it, that you prepare yourself to heal. And there ain't nothing wrong with if you're not healing the brokenness in you right now. But to acknowledge it, I would say you're healing. Because acknowledgement is the first step of healing. So let's take that first step and acknowledge it. So you can be one of those people who can say, oh, I'm healing. Acknowledge it. I want you to acknowledge what happened. I want you to acknowledge what you showed people after it happened. I want you to not to acknowledge what you are feeling or what you're feeling now. I want you to acknowledge I want you to acknowledge what you finally realized you needed. And when you realized that you needed healing. What did you learn? Because that's when your story becomes a lesson. That's when it becomes your testimony. See, through mine, I learned that I needed belief, expectations, affirmations, and tenacity. And that's why I wrote that book, Get Beat to Get Better, because the word beat is an acronym and it's very powerful. You read that book and you learn that four-part acronym, your life is going to change. And that's belief, expectations, affirmations, and tenacity. Learn how to use those things, baby, because when you learn that, healing becomes easy peasy breezy. No longer will you look at it like it's impossible. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. Let me take that away because healing is not easy. But it will become easier because you'll have a plan. Let me say it that way. How many of y'all have ever said, I don't care, while caring so much that you couldn't sleep? Have you ever did that? How many of you have ever blocked someone and then unblocked them just to see if they noticed? Oh my gosh. I'm laughing because you know what? A lot of people are guilty of that. And I've been around people now, believe it or not, and I'm not making this up. I've never in my entire life blocked the person. But that doesn't make me anything special, by the way, because when we block people, that's the way that we deal with it. And it's okay, baby. But I just laugh because of the fact we go back to see if they tried to call us. That's the part that's funny. See, we're healing tonight, but we're going to tell the truth while we're doing it, okay? We're going to tell the truth no matter how comical it might be or how sad it might be. Sometimes you got to laugh in order to stop crying. And sometimes you got to cry so that you can start back laughing. That yin, that yang, that opposite, baby. Remember that. Tonight, I want you to answer these questions before you go to bed. And that is, what hurt you? Don't minimize it. I want you to ask yourself, what did the hurt teach me? I want you to find that lesson, honey. I want you to ask yourself, what am I going to do differently now? Because that's when healing becomes an action. And you can't heal if you don't take action. You've got to do the work. I see you. I love you. And I believe in you, honey. And I know you got this. See, I was about to drink this water with the lid on. I love being live because when I'm live, you guys can see the craziest things. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Mm. I'm like a kid when I drink water because when I drink water, I don't just drink straight down. I like to fill my mouth up and then swallow like this. and then I swallow. I don't know why I do that. I've always loved that. And something else I used to like to do, and I taught my grandkids this. Do y'all do this with your grandkids? Am I just some strange person? If I am, it's okay. I like to take the little water, like when they first start drinking, they can barely drink out of cups, and we put it in there like that. I'm gonna go, and then they like beg for it, like I want some, Nana, give me some, Nana, and I just start, you know. And my niece, she laughs at me because half the time my grandkids have a runny nose or a cold or something, and she goes, "They're gonna make you so sick. I can't believe you're drinking after them." Baby, I'll do anything for them grandkids, even take a cold. So yeah, we have fun with that little thing right there. Just wanted to share that with you. Yeah, guys. I just wanted to share that with you all. So anyway, you learned something else new about Coach Gwen. So you can't change what happened, but you can change what happens next. And I want you to know that. So you can't change what happened, but you can change what happened next. What happens next. So I don't want you to rush through this healing process. I don't want you to do that. Take your time with it, okay? You take as much time as you need, but you do something, okay? And before we leave tonight, I need you to hear me. Hear me. I love you. If you ain't figured that out by now, honey, I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm just not somebody just here to just do lives and give views. I'm somebody here that honestly, truly loves you. I love you, honey. You better know that. Look, I'm not saying that because I know I messed my notes up for a minute. So let me get this together, guys. You can you imagine sometimes I type stuff and it don't make sense? No, not me. So let me rationalize what I wrote. Okay, that's what I meant to say. I meant to say, did I know that some of you all are actually hurting and smiling at the same time? Some of you are showing up for everybody else while secretly wondering who's going to show up for you. And some of us are showing up for people we ain't even worried about who's going to show up for us because we don't even think like that. We don't even think enough to help ourselves to think about who's going to help us. But I tell you who will. You will. You can help you deal with that hurt by finding people like me online. And you've done that. I want you to give yourselves a high five for that. You pushed the button to get you someone that could help you discover your pain, that could help you deal with that pain, that hurt. That's amazing. You are amazing. That's what I'm crazy about you. So tonight I'm reminding you that you matter too. And if nobody told you today that you're special, congratulations. You just got that notification from Coach Gwen. You are special. Before you go to sleep tonight, I want to give y'all an assignment, okay? I like giving out assignments. And if you can't write this down and remember it, you know you can rewind this or go back to it and you can get the assignment. But tonight, I want you to do one thing that you've been avoiding. And it can be anything, and I'm going to give y'all a long list of examples. If you need to cry tonight, I want you to cry if you haven't. If you need to pray tonight, I want you to pray tonight. If you need to rest tonight, I want you to rest tonight. If you need to finally admit what hurt you, I want you to do that tonight before you go to bed. I want you to write the truth in your journal if you haven't already done it, if you journal. I want you to have that conversation with yourself, with your therapist, with your minister, with your best friend, with your God. I need you to have that conversation. If there's an apology that's needed, I need you to go ahead and apologize. I want you to forgive yourself. That's right. Tell yourself tonight, I forgive you, even if you don't mean it. Say it over and over and over again, like an affirmation, until you believe it. And be kind to yourself. That's the action you take that'll help you forgive yourself. I want you to set the boundary, delete the number, or make the appointment. but I want you to do something for yourself, okay? Because you deserve it. Healing doesn't always begin with feeling better. Sometimes healing begins with finally telling yourself the truth. And tonight we've been telling the truth. We've been doing something that a lot of people can't do. I'm telling you, you guys are amazing. A lot of people can't do what you're doing right now. You think it's simple and it was easy, but that's not an easy step for a lot of people. And at one point in life, it might not have been. Yeah, so at one point in life, it might have not been easy for you to do that. And look at you. Just look at you, sweetheart. You are amazing. So I ask you one more time, are you healing or are you just good at really hiding what hurts you? That's this question I started out with at the beginning of this live. And I ask you that again. Are you healing or have you just gotten really good at hiding the hurt? Whatever your answer is, don't judge yourself, baby. I told you this is not for judgment. This is a space for healing. And so should your mind. Your mind should never be a space for judgment of yourself or anyone. It should be a space for healing, for growing, for loving, for becoming the best version of yourself. I love you, baby. Whatever your answer is, don't judge yourself. Tell yourself the truth because you can't heal what you're still pretending doesn't hurt you. I'm so proud of you, and I want to see you guys next time. And I just again want to thank you all for being here with me tonight because it was amazing. If you got something out of this live, type got something. Just simple got something in the comments because I want to know who got something from this. And if you're going to share this with someone, type share. Let me see who's willing to share this to let someone else have the opportunity to heal because maybe they hadn't ever gotten a message like the one we gave tonight. I love you guys. Keep doing the work. Good night.